Peace to everybody out there in YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I don't have a lot of followings. I don't do a lot of this, but I'm gonna talk about Star Lord's helmet. You know, I've had many different ones from different prop makers, and kind of try to have someone 3D print one for me, and I'm not that good at that type of stuff, and I'm learning. Anyway, we're going to have a comparison between an Xcoser and a LE props Star Lord helmet. This one is a do-it-yourself Xcoser. So I gave it my own paint job, which didn't come out too bad. I used mostly acrylics, and for the shine I used a satin finish, and then I buffed some of it off so it doesn't look like too shiny, and also gave it a little bit of a worn look with some of the airbrushing that I've done to it. One of the things that I added to this, which is pretty cool, is the side light. Hang on a second. Put it on right now. There you go. And that was real easy to do. A simple nail through it, put a whole LED and a nickel type of battery holder. You can get those on eBay. Same one that the Xcoser uses. So if you can look in there, that's how it is. I don't have the two connected. They're both connected separately. Alright. I like this helmet. You know, it can warp if it's in too much heat. So, you just got to keep it in, good 75 degree or less. Anything other than that, and it starts to heat up and kind of warp. But it's still a solid helmet. Xcoser makes these for large people too, so they have two sizes. So if you had a large head, I recommend that you get it. I think it's going for like $80-90, and they're a good helmet. The inconsistency with what's screen accurate is the grill in the front. It has 6 vents here, and it should have 5. Okay, that's mainly one of the issues that I have with it. There's a chin piece that a lot of people don't notice, and I haven't seen too many prop makers that have that, so don't expect it to be on this. And then on the side here, well, this piece right here needs to come down a little bit and across, and other than that, it's an okay helmet, but you'll see less of your chin and your face hair if they did that. I talked to them and asked them if they could fix that, because it needs to actually come down past that little tubing there. And other than that, it's a good helmet, and the back should be rounded up this way, but it's cool. Paint it right, you can get good pictures from it, and it's a durable helmet. So that's the Xcoser. Funny thing is, the way you put it on, and I'll put it on in a minute, it's you can slip it on, no problem. And a lot of prop makers, for some odd reason, they make the Star Lord helmets a little bit long in the back, and it's an issue that I had. Now this was made very beautifully by LE Props. I don't have a battery with me right now to do this, otherwise I'd light it up for you. Hang on, let me go get one. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I put a battery in it. Now you can see. The paint job on this is really, really, really solid. I like the copper or the gold that's real subtle. Now, this has the 5 vents, which is really cool. Apparently this helmet design was in 2014, and he hadn't did any real modifications to upgrade it. So the back has this racetrack looking design, as opposed to it being straight up and down, which actually it's kind of weird. The Xcoser has a pretty screen accurate back. Even though the back is like that, the paint design on it is still a solid paint design. One of the other inconsistencies is these, whatever they call them, breathable things, you know, that Star Lord has. They're too far back by the ear, and they should be right here. As in this helmet, they're more towards the goldish part in the front, right there. These are way in the back, so you really don't notice them when you're looking at the front of it. And you know, I have an issue because that gives the helmet a really ominous look with those little things on the cheek. But he said that he designed this in 2014. He continued to design them. He's planning to upgrade them. The eyes are a little bit far apart, you know, but I like the helmet. The bottom of it, you know, there's not really a battery storage place. It's a little thing here. You can probably build one yourself. The bottom part of it is not a big issue. It's actually only like 6.5 inches from here to here. Check it out. It's not you know, really big. It's the top that's long up here. Very weird that this is small here, but then this gets longer here, and this gets shorter up there. Now if I take the two and I put the bottom together, they're pretty much the same size, but the top way bigger on this. So as you can see, there's a lot of padding, way more on this, so it gives it like a really football head look. Maybe if it was 1.5 inches or just 2 inches shorter, it would be good. And if they said that, you know, that wouldn't fit everybody, but if this can barely fit me, and I got a 22-inch head, and I got to squeeze it in there, then I got all the space on the top, there's an issue, because basically they're both the same on the bottom. There's not that big of a difference. So I think what went wrong with this design is it should have came a little closer this way, instead of being like it comes up and then it curves that way, but it should have came up and curved a little bit more this way, so you can kind of see that really long thing there, but short on the bottom, you know. And so I probably look really funny wearing it. I'm not saying probably, I do look funny wearing it from the side. It looks really bad, but I'm gonna put it on. Also, this has lenses made by Risu. I think that's how you say it. You can find them on RPF. So it has like blue to cancel out the red. Okay, and these are just Xcoser lenses, which I actually like better. They are they're etched. They have an etched look to them, so you can see the etched look. And I actually like the etched look better than these. I don't really care about the canceling out the red, because it kind of feels like I'm wearing sunglasses in these. Okay, so these look more white, like, you know, and these look less white. These are actually clearer to see when the red lights are not on. This cancels out the red, but you look like you're wearing really dark glasses. So if I had a choice which one I was going to wear as a daily driver, unfortunately it would be the cheaper one, the Xcoser. However, this does have the it comes down past the pipe like it's supposed to. You know, it's a great helmet. However, it's, you know, it's been, like I said, he designed this in 2014, you know, with just a little bit of I guess concept art and trailers or whatever, and he hasn't upgraded his design, his badge, because I really like the helmet, but I don't really love the helmet, and so I'm gonna attempt to get one printed from Joa Trash, who has he doesn't make props to sell. He just makes exact replicas, but he says he's gonna do mine, and then I'll just have that painted and done. I've not seen one better than his. Like I said, I like it, don't love it. I'm gonna put it on, and you guys can leave your remarks. Okay, it's not a bad fit. It covers the chin. I have a big forehead, so it covers the forehead. But if I turn this way, you probably can see what I'm talking about. Alright, now I have red on, the blue screen on, so I can actually see really close. As you can see, it's tight here, which if it's tight there and this is big, that's almost like someone's head should be like that. This I would like better if this piece came down longer and this came by higher, because it looks a little bit mushed in. So okay. Now, it has a more form-fitting look. Fix that grill, lower that here, and I think Xcoser would probably have nailed a really good Star Lord helmet. As from the side, it's not bad at all. Doesn't make my head look big or anything. So that's my review on them. I'm not gonna say one is better than the other. Everybody likes what they like. One of them, of course, is made out of resin, and the other one is PVC. Both solid helmets. This will run you $300 something, almost $400. And from what I hear, he's doing an upgraded, more screen accurate model, and this will run you maybe $90. Okay, so until now I still like the Xcoser, and I've not seen anyone do anything that doesn't have a flaw for the prices that you're gonna pay. If I'm gonna have a flaw, I might pay the less amount of money, or learn to make them myself, which is another thing that I'm doing. But I'm not the greatest with 3D printing, sanding type of deal, but you learn. As for distressing clothing and airbrushing on foam and stuff like that, I'm good with those type of things. This is not in my league, but we get there. Well, and have any questions, you hit me up. This is your boy Rick Legendary. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you've had any experiences with any of the Star Lord helmets or whatever. Who do you like? Whose brand do you like? Why? Peace.